People always kind of ask me about old school Siege. There's a classic Pengu clutches, right? Like looking at the games today, and then looking at like old school Siege.
Saying, you know, having this.
Like, do you guys remember the old angle here?
Yeah. And
you would breach the hard or soft wall on the closet wall to get the hatch destroyed. Like small things like that were iconic back in the day. Like it was so fun to watch.
we're saying, you know, having this.
And I mean, this clip is one of those. The enemies is bad. Like this wouldn't happen today. But people weren't very good at the game back then. You know, like Fabian died early. He had a Valk cam from Goga and lobby, and it's just Fabian calling like Pengu, one guy coming staircase, and the whole plan was Fabian was gonna tell me when there's a free kill. And he says, swing right now. And I swing, and I miss every single like bullet here. And it's just over. And I tilt. I'm like, okay, I trolled my free kill. And then I'm like, okay, if I go back, I'm gonna die. So now I just have to fight it out. And Fabian's just like, one guy's coming. One more guy's coming. There's a third guy coming. One guy dropping hatch. And it's just, if this was today, you would have 3 guys swing together. You know, flashbang nade, like if this guy swings the hatch earlier, it's cameraman actually, that's pretty funny. It's a different story. But the beauty about Siege back in the day, I think both from casual and pro perspective, is that the game was sloppy. Like the game wasn't overly engineered or figured out, so these kind of mistakes would happen, which would lead to a massive clutch moment. Because this clip is much more exciting than me just dying, right? Much more exciting. And back then, people didn't go, oh my god, font are terrible. It was like, wow, Pengu's amazing. But if you look at it now, from 2025, you go, holy shit, dude, font are throwing, they're terrible, dog shit players. Pengu's just lucky that they didn't do it correctly. It's such a different contrast. This is a 2v5 on Oregon basement, I believe. Not sure about Juna's solo roam. Oh yeah, I remember the strat. So Juna's supposed to solo roam upstairs and get storms. Then you have a guy in kitchen because we're playing meeting with a rotate. And Juna's supposed to drop as early as possible, go into meeting, and you know, you just fall back. Junas had this thing where he didn't really play the strat, especially against Ents. Junas came from Ents and they kicked him, we picked him up, and every time we scrimmed Ents, Junas would just talk smack in the in-game chat in Finnish. So whenever we scrimmed Ents, Junas would just spawn peek every round and die or get kills and not say much besides rage typing in chat. It was pretty funny back then, but super frustrating because he's ego challenging, right? He shouldn't do this. Also, hello Uno. So here it falls apart, the roam is dead, and when this happens, the round is over. You see Shate start going aggressive, Fabian's playing meeting aggressive, and I'm gonna go up the big tower stairs to help Fabian play this bomb site. This is the roam that I talked about. We play meeting. Fabian was actually really good at playing meeting bomb site, or meeting extension. Shate dies, I think, and when Shate dies, I had to go back to side. Yeah, Shate dies here, and now I had to leave Fabian, and I remember I was like, Fabian, I had to leave you because side is open. The second this hatch gets opened up, they can jump and plant. So I'm telling Fabian that I'm gonna leave, and he's like, I have to stay. Because if Fabian also falls back, then they take meeting for free. So now we're playing 1v5 and 1v5. But this bomb site was just crazy back then. Hanari.
What is going on here at Penta Sports? They have lost not only the roamers,
so mirror window,
on the mid floor,
get the Dokkaebi call. And this is again one of those rounds where if Ents just plays this quote unquote perfectly, it's an easy round victory. But this is 2018. You don't play this perfect. Fabian gets, I think, 2 kills above. We're both just fishing for kills.
Not to mention a little phone call that could come out last minute there.
Fabian just goo mining. He gets hit by the flash, kills the Ash or whatever that is. Yep. I get a C4 kill downstairs. I'm getting yinged. They're dropping the hatch and pushing the hallway.
From down below, Boonsy's trying to move in with a T95, spraying in with the...
And I juked the Candelas and they have no idea where I am. So I get a second. I see the planter. Fabian also sees it. And Fabian was afraid of like maybe team killing me here if he just insta pre-fires. I get the kill, run back. And then when this happens, Junas is telling me last guy is Wilkie. He plays C75 because it doesn't like the SMG12. And the C75 Canadian White Stairs, it's an awful gun. So Junas is like, it's Wilkie with a shit gun. You win this, don't worry. He literally said that in the 1v1 because Fabian dies. So when this happens, he was like, he plays C75. He's terrible. You cannot lose this. And I was like, oh, f I can't lose it. And I was just like 6 seconds in the bomb chassis, like, I was Stressing, I'm reloading again. I'm like, oh no, I'm committing here. DMR comes out.
14 pulled out.
Oh, it's close.
Clutches it. 1-1.
And that smoke is...
This is a round where I am the best player in the world and no one can stop me. But this was the flex Pengu era. I can play Sophia, I can play Sledge, I can play Bog, I can play anything I want. And I love playing Sophia.
Beautiful.
So we plant, I smoke Skies,
Pengu takes down
I drop, I smoke Laxing, I smoke this guy in blue,
Pengu doing so
I just smoke everybody. And I did the exact same thing a few rounds earlier or later as well from bottom main.
isolated himself from the site.
This guy dies
So
too.
many marks for him to go in hard in the
Just complete obliteration. Hood is up, we're locked in, and there's no celebration because this is when G2 were at their prime. This is just another day in the office. And then, I mean, this is a classic. This is the good old 18 SI. Really, really bad round.
They have very smartly circled.
The whole point was that we're gonna smoke with glass and plant. And Shati, much like Dunas, also a bit of a loose cannon. Shati's just in there. Way before ready. Fabian's top white. Shati's inside. Dunas has a smoke in his hand. And I'm somewhere behind them.
Flank watch from above. You can
So Dunas just dies really, really awfully. Shati then says, guys, I'm gonna plant. He spams flashbangs on himself and plants on top of it. Look at this. Flashes,
and that smoke you
plants.
can't see through.
Complete self-flash. Fabian gets a kill white stairs. Fabian, I think at this time in the game, probably one of the best lurkers the game had. He had such a good understanding of like where he should be in the map to catch an enemy defender. He would always find a gap somewhere and get a kill. Now getting this kill probably not that impactful because like we're planting kitchen, it's a bandit flanking white stairs, but that's mostly because Junas and Chachi went early. If they didn't go early, Fabian gets this kill, then we're playing 5 versus 3, and then we can plant. Which is what the plan was, right?
Amidst the smoke, you can see
Fabian instantly, you see, sprints back towards the plant. He realizes what's happening. He's going Zulu to cover the cross. I'm covering nothing. We're just praying Shati works out. If Shati plants, we might win. If Shati doesn't plant, we might lose. And Fabian is stressing courtyard. Shati gets a timing. Goge gets shotgunned on kitchen window. I don't know how this happened, what Goge allowed here. Fabian killed the guy in the kitchen hallway from Zulu. Shati dies to the smoke. And then Fabian is like, we got this. And I think Fabian swings. I don't really know what Fabian did here. He swings and he gets smoked. Imagine he doesn't swing this. Such a good crossfire. And this is the craziest thing. Just like on Oregon, I play this the worst way possible. I could go VIP for verticality, right? I could kill the first guy and play time. I could use any of my 3 flashbangs and swing. But this was a moment where Jesus had to take the wheel. And there's so much tension and there's so much adrenaline. I have to take the gunfight because my brain is not braining. I have one thing to do and then it's just to win the round. So it's not flashbang, it's not hiding, it's not anything. It's just running in. Because there's so much build up. I need to win right now or I'm just gonna break down and we lose because my brain stops working. There was a round where Fabian is like, I think EG, they call it tactical timeout. And then the round starts and Fabian goes, be careful of spawn peaks. Like they're gonna do some, also look at this dude, 10 and 4. And then Fabian is like, careful for spawn peaks. Guess what happens? Dunas, the loose cannon, dies to a spawn peak. And Fabian is audibly sighing. Because it's like, I told you so. And we literally had a drone. Like it's terrible, right? And then Fabian and I had a kitchen round where we clutched a 2v4.
Final 30 seconds. Another Gu goes down.
2v5. It's a 2v5.
Young takes out Jonas and on stairs.
Fabian catches timing blue stairs. Kitchen windows closed. I injure one guy. Smoke confirmed the kill. BCMK both 1 HP. Second smoke stacked. A little panic here from me. It's fine.
So go the way of the Europeans.
No vert being made, 10 seconds left, last smoke goes out, door guy, somehow, look at that ADS speed. What is that ADS speed? And then the Guman enters the buck, because Fabian stacked, or not Fabian, Junas stacked like multiple Gumans here, I guess. So he gets injured, he's dead, and I die, and then I'm like, hide, soft wall, hide.
Necrox, no diffuser, Penta match.
This is Fabian, the worst Monty player I have ever seen. Fabian is not a shield player. Fabian walks in with Goga behind him, gets meleeed, flicks away. He misses the second melee. Fabian hipfire kills him, because that's a thing back then, with the pistol. Jonas dies here at some point, probably to C4 from Canadian. Or just shot? Oh my god, he just gets shot from here because Ben is barbed wire. So we plant on the desk because of C4 Valkyrie cam, I guess. We die from here. Goga has the gap, this wall's double reinforced, and now it gets really stressful. Because we can't fucking plant. Goga dies eventually as well. So Goga's fighting, Goga gets the injury to get the kill, he gets traded, and now it's a 1v1. Fabian Monty against Necrox on Jaeger.
Down at least Goga.
This was stressful.
Attacker is a shield.
I think Fabian has smokes. I was like, you can smoke plant maybe?
Down. So Necrox
trying to give him like ideas of what he could do.
didn't see that
He tries to rest, doesn't work.
Fabian lay down some fire.
Goga's gonna get killed here, 1v1. And so, see, yeah, he smoked plant, so he tries to do something here.
Gonna need to try
And this is the thing, when these things happen, I feel like the Siege gods just want us to win. Because look how Fabian wins this round.
Goes for a plant.
Necrox whiffs every single bullet. Look at Fabian's health.
For a plant.
I think he hits maybe one.
Baiting it out. Goes for the
No,
ADS.
he missed every single bullet. Fabian's full health still.
Baiting it out. Goes for the ADS.
He made with Jaeger. Like, how do we win this round? Fabian was like, I'm just gonna swing him, boys.
It out. Goes for the ADS.
Oh, bad aim.
Somebody goes for a plant. Baiting it out. Goes for the
He doesn't even hit the shoulder. Oh no.
ADS. Necrox.
And I remember just being like, yeah, look at my hands, look at my, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, what's going on? First map was Club. Oh, I remember first round. Second round rather. This is the story of Oregon. I know Ben always trolls me about this. We won the first round, we're flying, we're good. Fabian's like, there's a smoke in third. I got it. I'm like, I'm gonna punch the barbed wire. I punched the barbed wire. The first one, there's a second. I'm like, Fabian, I'm gonna punch this. I got this. On extend. Punch. I get swung, I die.
But Necrox, wow, Pengu dropped.
And Fabian is like, you f***ing idiot. And then Fabian gets swung and taken to I think 1 HP. And Fabian is just blaming me the entire time. Oh, he dies actually. He gets shot. Look at Fabian's reaction. Wait, look at this, look at this. Look at Fabian. Look at Fabian's face. Complete jump scare. He did not he's fully blinded, the guy. 180 flicks, swings. He's like, I got him. And the second he dies, he starts flaming me. He's like, Nick, this is your fault. You didn't punch. This is the second round of the first map of a 5-hour grand final. It was brutal.